that on my own. I took 2 packs in a loan, that's 2 tabs open like Google Chrome. Ever see feds in the left, no penalty, man had to stay composed. And we go back online and that. Ghost, what are you telling me?
What's good?
Boy, I don't know. I'm literally on... What, to Ghost?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, make sure so we can hear.
Like amateur.
Yeah, like what? Ghost, why are you moving
like I've never been there?
Yeah, you moving like you ain't done like over 70 episodes, bro. Like, what's happening here? How do you feel about that?
What's that? Episodes?
Yeah, like, because I be talking about this shit every episode.
Do you know what? I look at the number and that, and I think, how come I feel like we've done more? Do you get me? Like, I feel like we've done like a cool 150, but
Man said 150.
But we're nowhere near that. You get me?
Nowhere
like,
near.
Bruh.
The clips might make you have that impression because I do clip like a lot of 1 minute segments.
Shorts.
Yeah, so it might be that, but nah, I was just up. Look, I'll run through some of the stuff I was talking about before you came in. It'd be good to get your opinion on it still. Alright, let's do a little mini hot seat because I don't actually know how long we have, but it'll be good to spark your brain, yeah? What age did you yourself start living for yourself? For me, it was 27.
I was just about to say that, you know, it's like
No, swear down.
late 20s. It's like late 20s, bro. It has to be late 20s.
So what would you say, like 26, 27?
Like, I tell you how I feel about that question.
Yeah, go on.
I feel like because I feel like there was sporadic moments in my life here where I was fucking. You know when you have like little
Epiphanies.
Yeah. How you should do you know what I mean? How you should carry yourself, how you should move, and certain things doesn't benefit you and things like that. I had certain little epiphanies, but it wouldn't last long. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't last like weeks and months, if you get what I'm saying.
Moment in time thing.
But when I reached like what you said, 27, like late 20s and that, it got to a point where I just said fuck everything. Do you get what I'm saying?
Fuck off everyone.
Like, I'm living for me. I don't care. Like, look, the type of person I am, I'm not a evil person. I know that personally. Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
I know
definitely
that,
not.
I know like raw. I'm not a mean person, so I'm not just gonna be on a thing like
Taking a piss.
yeah. I'm just not like, even though I'm living for me, I'm not gonna be trying to disrespect. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
Like,
I understand what you mean.
so I got to a point where I was just on a thing like, yeah, I gotta make myself happy. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? I like there's certain times when that's when I realized it weren't even a peer pressure thing. I realized, Raj, you know what? There's certain moves, like there's times when I'm out with certain Mandem or with a bag of the Mandem, and there's certain decisions that I make that
weren't really.
It's easy for me to make that decision, but if I had no outside influences, like anyone saying any other ideas,
You probably wouldn't. Yeah, you probably wouldn't went that way. Yeah.
So I started to say to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I like to do, man.
But when you did that though, what did you learn like after you started moving that way?
Well, afterwards,
Yeah,
I
like-
learned that I'm probably an introvert, bro. That's what I learned about myself. Like, obviously, when I was in the bin and that, and I come out, like, I wasn't, like, I didn't like to be around people like that. Do you get what I'm saying? I like to be around the selected few. Yeah. But, like,
crowds.
Yeah, the big crowd thing, I weren't really feeling that. You get what I'm saying, bro? But, yeah. Like, in terms of, like, in like, being at home in my yard, listening to music on my PlayStation, like, doing something, do you know what I mean? Something that I want to do at home, at my house, or in my house, in my room, chilling. You know, like, in your own little element, bro.
But see, this is the reason why I asked you this stuff, and this is why it's beautiful, yeah, is everything you just said is what I said that I learned by doing it. As in, man can start the pod and ramble for 20 minutes or whatever on my own because I'm okay, I'm comfortable in my own skin to do that. I only learnt that by doing what you said, which is being in my room by myself.
Thinking.
And deciding, right, like, maybe today I don't need to go out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was trying to encourage the people, like, you need to do these things.
Definitely.
Otherwise, you don't learn
definitely
how to do that. Like, even though like we link up all the time, we're still very much our own people.
You'll find out who you are more. Like, you'll find yourself more.
Talk to them, please, my bro.
You get what I'm saying? Like, another thing I did learn as well is that I reach out more than others. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't really care. It didn't affect me like emotionally or nothing like that. It just made me realize that I reach out more than others. Do you get what I'm saying? And I started saying to myself, maybe I shouldn't reach out more than others. Maybe I should. And it weren't a thing. It weren't no animosity towards anybody.
It never is.
It was a thing of maybe it should be a level playing ground. Level playing. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like,
maybe that 10% that you was gonna give to someone else to reach out, you should just conserve it for yourself.
Do you know what though? When I think about things like that, I start to remember certain things like your mum said. You get what I'm saying? Like what your mum would say to you. Not your mum, but mums in general.
You're making me laugh.
You get me? You know, black mums will tell you like, don't force up yourself to be around nobody and that. You know, when you're young, you don't really pay attention to them things like, what? It's mean I'm not fasting at myself. These are my peoples.
But you have to. But when this stuff happens, bro, this is when you start. That's what I was saying about like when my mum would say to me, like, not all money is good money. Like, just because someone said it will do something for you, you don't know where that money come from and that. When my mum first used to say that to me when I was younger, I was thinking, bruv, like, someone said they're gonna pay. Like, I don't understand what the actual issue is. Like, you said I can't go because you ain't got the money. Someone's got the money. What's the problem? But what she was teaching me is, yeah, but just because someone's got money don't mean it's good money. Not all money is good money. Do you get what I'm saying? She was making me second guess it. And it's only as you get older that you realise how true that is, bro.
But that's another thing though.
Go on.
I feel like some mums have these sayings and that, but they don't take the time to explain.
Go on, explain them.
They just want you to understand what they're...
Yeah.
Like, as a child...
You should just know.
Yeah, as a child, you don't really hear what they're saying. Like,
nah.
We need a little bit more elaboration. 100%. You know what I'm saying, fam? Like,
but you see what you just said there, yeah? I put that in the category of when I said that Mandem, like, everyone's got their... Based on how everyone grew up, everyone's got the stuff that's like their pros and their extra perks or whatever. And then there's the cons. And some of those cons are like, even though my mum never really used to say like, I love you like that, she kind of taught me to be okay with not hearing that all the time. So although when I went to my missus side of the family, everyone does that all the time, I'm like, this is kind of weird, but this is also good. I'm also still okay if no one says it. I know how to move if no one says, and in fact, what I've more learned is the way that my mum and my dad would say thank you is, here's food, here is clothes, do you know, here's a house. That's how they would say it.
That, you know, like there was different gestures.
Yeah,
that you realize, I'm loved.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't have to hear.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You. Yeah, I know it.
So
I don't, brother.
Man, be thinking about this stuff. I know you be thinking about this stuff.
I feel like my mum tells me she loves me on my birthday,
just as a confirmation, like.
Like, that's about it.
Yeah, you're still in my good books. You're alright. You're alright.
I feel like my mom tells me she loves me on my birthday. Other than that, I know she does. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, I feel like she only tells me. And I don't think verbally in a long time I've heard my mom tell me she loves me.
Hey, mumsy, reach out.
Get me, fam. Like,
so how do you feel about that?
I feel like
you don't need to hear her say it, do you?
I feel like my mind's conditioned. Do you get what I'm saying, fam? Yeah. It's like the fact that I still live in South out of my mum's siblings from my mum. Obviously, I've got other siblings that are in South. But siblings from my mum, like my mum and my sister are in North. My brother is not even in London.
Off the map.
And I'm the only one in South, you get it? So obviously... I don't see them every day, every week kind of thing. But it's not a thing where, when we link up, it's not a thing where we say, where you been? How come I ain't seen you for so long and blah, blah, blah. We know each other is just down the other end of the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that, and we're not, like, I understand that family dynamic. Don't get me wrong, I understand it. It's a great bond. I love it when we're doing it. But I don't need it constantly. No, you get what I'm saying? You get like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you get different skills from
operating like that, because it's the same with my brothers. Like me and my big brother, we're on shift work. My little brother's got one on the way. Mali's young, he's just making his way. Everyone's kind of gets caught up.
I'm starting to see him in the gym still.
Who, Mali?
Yeah. Every night I'm seeing Mali in the gym. I'm saying,
he's trying to get out there still. Trying to get out there still. Man's 19 at the end of this month still.
Fuck.
You know Fuck. How old was Mali when you first met him?
Bro, this is why it's mad, fam. 19, fam.
Yeah, he's almost done with being
Mali's
a teenager.
a man, you know. Yeah. Hey, he can start talking about I'm having a youth, right?
Yeah.
I read about.
He's like, he could be like, bro, I'm going to Spain for the month. Like it's just like on my own.
It doesn't seem real, fam. It seems weird.
But how old was Mali when you first knew him? My little brother, he's 19.
I don't even know, but
what, 7?
Remember, bro, he's taller than me now.
Well, he's about my height. Yeah.
When I met him, he was like waist height, fam.
Yeah,
up to man's ribs and that.
With the squeaky voice as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you get it. Mali was tiny when I met him, fam. Shit, 19.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. You know, I never even. You know, it's because you don't count.
No, bro, life is happening.
You don't count years of people that you know.
Life is still happening.
It seems like their years are going quicker than yours. And
yeah.
Like, what? How did he reach there?
Or time has paused and time has gone a bit for me, but not necessarily for you. Yeah, but by the time you look back, crazy. You're like, hold on, how old are you?
Know?
Yeah,
big up Mali.
Shout out my little bro, man. He's making his way in life and that. Proud of him still. He could be making a lot worse decisions still.
Yeah, of course.
But like,
of course, come on.
So,
fam.
but alright, so that even from your perspective, when you hear stuff like that, what does that make you think? Like in terms of time, like people that you have
that how fast time.
Yeah, like.
But that's a thing as well, fam. It's just like we know that time is short and life is short. Mm-hmm. But we don't necessarily. Well, I don't. I can't speak for everybody. We don't necessarily
act as such.
Yeah, all the time. Like if you did constantly throughout your day, I don't know, man.
Alright, so
you probably become a bit more pessimistic.
No, we have, and okay. A little quote. It says, "It's not my responsibility to rebuild a bond that I didn't break." What do you think about that? With what you just said as well in mind, it's not my responsibility to rebuild a bond that I didn't even break. What do you think about that?
With what we've just spoken about, I feel like sometimes pride plays a big part in bonds when they're broken. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes you don't necessarily like. We had like bear pods back. Remember I was saying like I prefer to be me. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Fuck the evil. Fuck the happy. Fuck the
family perception.
Yeah. Fuck anything or anybody else's perception. I prefer to be me because I feel like if I'm something else, it's forced, and I don't want to do that. Do you get what I'm saying, fam? So in terms of nowadays, when bonds are broken, if I feel like you've got to understand the other person, innit? Like, you know, sometimes you know another person and you know, like, raw.
Like, I know Go's
just naturally
like
ignorant.
Go sucks at communicating. Like, it's just him.
Yeah.
But still, my bro, still got love for him. He will reach out.
You get what I'm saying, fam? Like, you know that's brother. Sometimes I'm just looking at them like, but I always see it. Don't get it twisted.
Go hit me up before I'm on my way to work, and I said, "What? Did we have a pod yesterday?" Well, I didn't know. I'm like, bro, the whole weekend is gone.
Like,
but you don't mean nothing about.
You know, like in terms of being yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, like sometimes you have feelings and you fight back those feelings because of pride.
Yeah.
You get it, fam? And there's some good people out here that don't really. It's only because of it's in their nature, or it's how they've grown, or that's how they naturally are as a person. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
But there's you who you know to yourself you're not that person. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
And you can make a difference in this situation.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm saying, fam?
Of course, bro.
So I look at certain things like that and I say to myself, do you know what? I'm gonna be me in it. And I feel like the bond is either broken prematurely or the bond shouldn't have been broken in that way, or
whatever will be.
You could have handled a certain situation different. They could have handled a certain situation. Sometimes you need to speak sense into people. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Some people don't hear it. Pride again is do you know what I mean? On their chest and that, so they can't really admit certain wrongs and certain.
They might not admit it today though.
Do you get what I'm saying, fam?
But give it a couple of weeks.
So it depends really. Like there's certain bonds that if it breaks and I know I can repair it, even if I feel like I wasn't the one that broke it. Sometimes it's necessary. Look,
I think everything you said I agree with, but also on top of that, I think the long and short is we're all we have, bruv. And all I mean by that is like, in general, as I said, let's just say everyone's got like 5 people that they say, these are my 5 people that I regard as important in my life in whatever capacity. We're kind of all we've got, bruv. Like the world becomes, even though the world is becoming closer because of socials and whatever, we're still drifting apart. Like in terms of, like I said today, you wasn't here. I was walking in the park with my missus, like, just a simple thing like that kind of brings us closer. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the world is becoming in a place where we're both not going to do that. We'll just go on TikTok. I'll go on YouTube. We're going to watch someone else walking in the park, but we won't do it ourselves.
It's that important bond outside influences.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
No friends around, no social media around, no TV, no entertainment. Do you get what I'm saying? It's
the moment.
Yeah, it's that bond outside of. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, 100%. But I got a question for you though. You have, and I have it, E-Man has it, and certain people that's gone through certain experiences have it, an unbreakable spirit. Where does that come from? Like, how did you get that? Because you obviously have it.
I don't know. I feel like it sometimes it's just in you. You're built a certain way.
Built different.
Do you get what I'm saying, fam? In my case, yeah.
What happened was
I feel like because I'm the youngest from my mum on my mum's side, I'm the youngest. I feel like that
is where it starts.
I feel like because growing up, yeah, I always used to hear that I was babied. Do you get what I'm saying? Like my brother and sister, when I used to do bad shit, like get in trouble with my mum and that, my brother and sister would jump to my defense. My aunties and uncles would jump to my defense because I was small as well. Do you get it? Like I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's an experience, but that's not necessarily what you.
I don't remember it being like that, fam. I remember holding beating.
You know, that ain't even me.
You get what I'm saying, fam? I remember holding beating. Well, but it's that sentence that used to make me say, but like. Essentially, I don't feel like I've been babied.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So did you think?
So I felt like I'm gonna act.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying, fam? I'm not gonna act like I'm the baby.
Yeah,
I'm gonna act how I felt. So I feel like that built up a strong resilience.
I hear that.
You get what I'm saying? Especially in my mindset as well. Like I had to be determined on certain things. Like I gotta drink that milk before my sister gets it.
Well, but you get
it was little things like that, bro. Little things like in the yard, like hold on, there's one bowl of cereal left,
bro.
There's 3 of us.
But this is what I said. I gotta hit that ASAP. I plotted on that from last night. I'm gonna hope that Jordan or Mally never ate before I woke up. Brother. And if I wake up and it's still there, it's gone now.
You know, some people will never go through that. You see, you single children,
bruv.
Your only child thing.
Or the ones that are like in my little brother Mally's position where really they're the last of everyone, so they tend to get something. Whereas when I was about, it was Rick above, George below, Mally's just coming, like there's a lot going on. Like, but no, the reason why I ask you these questions is because I want people to hear it and think, raw, I didn't really realize how much my experience of growing up, my family dynamic, how it was, I didn't realize how much of an influence that has on me to, as I said, develop the unbreakable spirit. To get to that point where you're like, do you know what? I'm pretty used to sharing. This is my experience. I'm pretty used to sharing, so it doesn't really bother me if I've got to share with someone else. Whereas with my girl, she's the last of everyone, so she gets everything. So she didn't really like sharing when we first got together.
It's mad. You see that?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Brother, I promise you, I'm so happy I've got siblings. Not just siblings that I didn't grow with, like on my dad's side. I'm so happy I've got siblings that I grew with because, bro, if I grew up with that only child syndrome,
We'll get into that another day.
I wouldn't have been a good person.
We might have to do.
That's a toxic trait.
We're gonna have to do an alternate universe pod. That's what we're gonna have to do. Where we talk about if I didn't grow up with no brothers and I grew up with sisters, how would I be?
At the same time, I don't blame them.
No, how can you?
It's hard. Like that's hard work,
bruv. Why do you think with kids when there's the first one born? When there's the first one born and then you get the next one after a few years, the first one that's born is like, hold on a minute. All the attention used to come to me. Why are you chatting to this new thing, new alien?
My cousins used to have mad beef, bro.
Like, this is real life though.
Imagine the oldest one's talking about, I used to have everything before he came along.
Of course.
Like, what?
Bruv.
How would you even...
Bruv, I get it.
I've never heard my older brother say shit like that.
Bruv, I get it.
Never heard him speak like that, bro.
I reckon, well, anyway, that's,
you know what's crazy?
Another convo, but yeah, go
Obviously, it was my brother that passed away his birthday the other day.
Rest in peace.
We done a little thing for him.
Yeah.
While we was there, my nephew asked me, like, what type of brother was your older brother? And you know what I had to say to him? Bro, he was the best brother to me, bro. Like, me and my brother, as big as we are, we've never had a fight.
Give you a spot on that.
Do you get what I'm saying, fam?
Give you a spot
We've
on that.
never even had a drag up.
I'll give you another spot.
Do you get what I'm saying, fam? We've come in each other's faces.
I don't know the experience.
And we've spoken certain, but we've never held. Do you get what I'm saying?
I've never had that experience.
We've never done the fighting thing. We've never had a. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? And I'm saying, like, I had to tell him, like, my brother looked out for me in ways that is
you didn't
nuts.
even know.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's crazy. My sister, my brother used to protect me from my sister. Because my sister was a bully type.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? When we were younger, now she's like the best female I've ever known.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying, bruv? But when we were younger, she was on some stuff, bro.
Can I ask you before we go to leave a word for either the brothers or just Mandem with brethren that are beefing? Because I see it and I know a few examples close to home where, as you said, I don't know this experience of beef with my brothers. I've got 4 brothers, but 3 of them that I've lived with like all my life and that. I've never ever beefed with my older brother in my life. Ever. Like, not once, ever. My little brother, we've had a couple of skirmishes. He tried to bang me in my face. Like, it felt like shit, but, you know what I mean? I ate that, but man still here. But the point I'm trying to make is, what's your message to Mandem or brothers that are beefing or not chatting or whatever?
Because you've come at it so quickly, I didn't have time. Obviously, if I had more time to think, I could come with something better.
Yeah.
But I feel like, mature up, man.
Yeah.
Self-growth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Build a bridge and get over it.
Do you get what I'm saying? Self-growth, mature up, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got much time out here, man.
Tell him.
Word.
I think we leave it at that, bro. It's another one in the bag. We're going to be chopping this pod up into 2 pods. So this will probably be episode 85. Would you believe 15 episodes, 100 on the clock?
Come on.
Let's say less. You get me?
I can't wait we get to like 400, 500, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
I never got put on a graph or stack, did that on my own.